I am live. Hi, guys. It's Tori Magoo, Tori Chrisman, 40. Well, I always put 44 on it because that's in honor of my dad. But anyway, my name is Tori Chrisman, and my kind of nickname on the internet is Tori Magoo 44. And that's just the way it is. That's how I started my YouTube site in 2008. And that's the way it's been. So there you go. So if you're new here, please make sure to come by my YouTube site and subscribe and click like because that helps drive things up. And hey, hi, love it. How are you with your purple heart? Thank you. I know I'm into purple. Look at I got my purple nails. So anyway, I'm just saying, clicking the like button really helps. Hi, John. Thanks for coming by. It's Friday night. Lupisha, good evening. I like that. Good evening. That's very good. So, how are you guys this weekend? This is the weekend now, right? We're at Friday, and that's the weekend. Thank you. Thank you. I washed it and curled it. So, there you go. And my nails are fun too, aren't they? Purple. They're very purple. It was funny because I was going to get pink, and then she knew this is my birthday month. Well, June is tomorrow, starting tomorrow. And I've always said on my birthday month, I have purple nails. So she came up with this, and I was like, you're right on. I love it. Hi, Mary James. Thanks for coming by, all of you. How are you guys? How are you doing? How's everything going in the lands of the different people? Nice. Okay, good to know. Love it. How are you doing? Yeah, the heat is tricky for me. It really is. It's very hot. I had the air conditioning on, believe it or not, because it was that hot. Excuse me, but then I thought I think I can't remember if the air conditioning affects how you can hear me talking or not. So I turned it off. So I'll just boil for a little bit. Did I lose you guys for a minute? Did it go blank or anything? Well, anyway, thank you for asking, love it. As far as the heat, it's been very hot here, really hot. So I had the air conditioning on, like I said, but I can't tell if that affects how you can hear me or not. So I turned it off and I thought, okay, I'll just boil for a little bit. Oh, you're back. Okay, good. Good. I didn't know if something happened. I touched something and everything went away. So anyway, I'm glad you're back. It's a good thing. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I curl it. That's what I do. I wash it and curl it, and then about once a month I get it done where I actually my hairdresser, cuts it and trims it and does blow dries it and stuff like that. But the rest of the time I kind of do it once a week. That I only wash my hair once a week. I really have a firm belief that the water system here in LA is so bad. It's better to just do it once a week than all the time. And so far, I mean, my hair, it's proven it's true. It's I have good hair. So I think washing your hair every day kind of kills it. I do. That's just my theory. That doesn't mean it's true, but it is from somebody who has a lot of hair. But I was also genetically born with a lot of hair. My mom, when she passed away, she had very thick hair. I mean, to the point where I almost cut it, some of it, because I was like, oh, her hair looks so cool. And then I thought that's kind of ghoulish. So I didn't, but I wanted to because it sort of is a memory of her because she had really cool hair too. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, love it. My friends. So my topic tonight is trust doesn't matter. And especially in Scientology, does it matter? But I think in life, does trust matter? It matters a lot. It really does. If you can't trust someone, you can't really be close with them. You know what I mean? And that's what happens with Scientology. Because you start out trusting them, right? And they say they're going to do X, Y, and Z. But then slowly they start changing the program. And it's like, now, wait a minute. You said you were going to do this, and now you're doing that. That's a little weird. And that sort of kind of tweaks the trust. It's like, I don't know. It isn't like you don't trust them, but it's a little bit like you don't fully trust them because now they haven't really kept their word. Keeping your word is a really big thing in trust. It really is. And saying what you mean and meaning what you say are big things too. And both of those are things that Scientology doesn't really do. They say, all kinds of stuff. You're going to be clear and you'll be rid of blah, blah, and this and that. And then you go clear and then all the stuff comes back that you thought you got rid of. So then you go to the DFP, it's called the Director of Processing, and you say, okay, I kind of have this secret, but I don't want to tell anyone. And they go, okay, come on in this room. And of course, the room is with a registrar who's someone to get money because this happens all the time. So they know this is part of clear. It's not like, oh, really? Something happened to you? It's like, of course. So come on in here and you say, well, I thought I got rid of whatever, whatever your thing is, but now it's back. And they go, this actually happens quite a bit. So don't worry about it. Don't say anything about it, but we've got a solution for you. And you're like, really? What's the solution? Now, remember, you've had to pay to go clear. It costs a lot of money. So now they say, well, you've got to do your OT levels. You've got to do OT 1, 2, and 3. And that's a lot of money. That's thousands of dollars. And so for a lot of people, they're kind of like, trust pets. They're the worthy ones. Exactly. Yeah, pets are. That's true. Hi, Kenny. Hi, Roxy. Yeah, pets are very trustworthy. And I think that is why when a pet passes away, most of us are sadder with our animals passing away than anybody else because they are unconditional love and they also trust you. They're very trustworthy. Trusted gnome. Okay. Trusted GNOME. What is that, love it? Tell me what that is. Is that a place talking about trust? Fill me in. You guys won't believe it. On TikTok, remember, I wasn't going to do it at all. And then a friend of mine said, just put 3 1-minute videos up. And one of them has gone viral. And it now has 9.6 million views on it. That's a lot of views. It really is. I mean, I'm kind of blown away. Tori, did you ever notice that your fingers are different lengths, but when you close your finger into your palm, they're a straight line? Okay, now my fingers are different lengths, but when I close them into my palm, they're a straight line? No, I didn't notice that. How interesting. Where did you come up with that? Thank you, Lapisha. That's so interesting because they are different lengths. Look at how long my fingers are. See, I have like really long fingers. That's because of my dad. That's why, he was a quarterback. So I inherited that from him. Yeah, thank you, Lapisha. It's been really a wild ride. I mean, this is in 2 weeks. It's over 9 million views. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. It's unbelievable. What are your thoughts on these young kids exposing Scientology on TikTok? I think it's fantastic. I mean, I'm like 100% for it. It's like a lot of them, I will say this, are new. They really don't know what you guys know about Scientology. They're very, very new at it. But I give anybody credit who will stand up and say something about Scientology. I'm for it. I've said it for 24 years. Every voice matters. And I mean that. I really do. I mean, just like me being here and alive, part of that is because of people like you who've supported me for years. And I mean that from the top and the bottom of my heart. And also other people that have just supported me and helped. I don't mean financially. I just mean they've come on and said, we're for it, or keep going, or, because remember in the beginning, I had all these attacks for 8 years of just thousands. They had hired 3 ladies, 2 ladies and a man, and they were full time attacking me, online, excuse me, 24/7, 365 days a year. That's a lot of attack to have. That is a lot to take. And very few people would stand up for me. Andreas would, Arnie would, who's now dead. Andreas is dead or passed away. I don't know. There were a few people. Lady Bird, she did. But it was like a handful of people would stand up for me online. They would stand up for me behind the scenes on the phone. But online, they were as afraid as everybody else. Hi, Sophie. Yes, Tori, every voice counts. And you have been an amazing voice and support to others. Thank you. Thank you. I've been working at it. I have for a long time. So now it's just really fun to see the new kids. It's like Robert Von Young told me this in 2000. He called me every night. He was an author for Freedom Magazine and Stacey Young's husband. And then they broke up, but they both left. And he called me every night. And he said, I just want you to know this is like a relay race. And you run it as long as you want to run it. And then you just pass on the baton. That's it. That's all there is to it. It isn't like you have to, say you're sorry, you're leaving or anything else. Just you have every right to run as long as you want. And you have every right to leave whenever you want, which is really cool. So he was very supportive of me also. A lot of people have been, tons. What's the purple thing with the crown in it with the number that's next to my name? Dawn, I don't know what it is. I don't see it on mine. Are you one of my members? Did you sign up to become a member? Because maybe that's it. Rest in peace, the 2 beautiful souls and friends of Tori's. Yeah, really. I miss them so much, both of them. They were very supportive of me. Dawn and Lapisha. Okay. No, you're not a member. Okay. I don't know what that is then. Believe the crown is your royal blue. See, here's my purple. So maybe it's a purple thing. Tonight's a purple night. Who knows? I don't know. But you're welcome to become a member. Hi, Karen. I like that. Hi. The crown is you are royal. That's royal blue. That's good. That's good, Lapisha. Not really. Dawn, click on it and it will explain. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. So did you get that, Dawn, that you just click on the little purple thing and it'll explain it? So trust in any friendship or any relationship is, I think, one of the top things that you need to work on. And being honest with each other, that's important too. Top chat symbol. All right. So you are then Lapisha, but you have the number 3 by my favorite number. All right. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I trust that you do. And Dawn says she got it, so good. I think the crown is channel members. That's what I asked her, but she said no. We're top chatters. Well, that's good. That's good. Like I said, every voice counts. Every voice matters. What would you guys say would be one of the number one ways that you help create trust? I think one of the key ways, I think, is doing what you say you're going to do. Did someone buy it for me? That I don't know. I think what happens, like some people like Rib Guy has come in here and donated memberships. And I believe this is what I've heard, and love it or Sophie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think YouTube just picks people and they give you a membership. Did someone buy me one? So someone might have, you might have gotten one of those. I don't know, love it. I really don't know if it's a new thing or not. We'll have to look it up afterwards. Crazy. Keeping your word and actions the same. Yeah, I believe those are really high on a list of trust. If someone doesn't keep their word, they're way down my list on trust. Way down my list. Snitch culture in Scientology seems to be commonplace. It can't be easy to build trust in that environment. Well, it's interesting. That's a good point because they don't see it as snitch culture. Hubbard explained it as he's really counting on the people keeping Scientology working. And what that entails is if you see someone, they might not even realize they're doing it wrong. But if they're doing it wrong, you need to write it up and let someone know so they can pull them in and correct them. So it's like, oh, okay, I can help out on that. So you're not seeing it like you're snitching on someone. That's my view of it. It's sort of like you're helping correct anything that might be out. That's how I always saw it. Okay, then. I think so. Okay, Lovett said I think so for something. Okay, Mary James. Snitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is commonplace, but it's really built into keeping Scientology working. Okay, Heavy Graham Pinto. All right. After watching TikTok at the Hollywood Boulevard building, I feel so bad for the kids they have been recruiting on the sidewalk. Makes me sad seeing them eyes, they look so miserable and lonely, especially Shannon. I know everybody has a thing on Shannon. Did you see her today where somebody walked by and gave her a little keychain and she took it? And a friend and I were talking and they said, will she get in trouble for that? And I said, probably. But they'd be smart to just let her keep it. You know what I mean? It's just so stupid to take away stuff like that. Building trust entails doing what you say you're going to do. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for them, but it's like, what are we going to do? They're going to be there as long as they're going to be there. And there's really nothing. It's not nothing. We could go over there and talk to them or talk at them because you can't really talk to them because they're not allowed to talk to us. But I think it's a timing thing where, at some point you see enough junk and you just go, no, that's it. I can't do this anymore. I hope she leaves. She looks so sad. I know a lot of people really have a thing for Shannon. I've never seen anybody be that caring about one of the Sea Org members as they are about Shannon. And Shannon, if you hear this, I hope you come out. Call me. I'll come pick you up. You'll have a good time. And you know what? You can always go back. That's what I always tell people. It's like, come out, see how it is. If you don't like it, go back. But I can almost 99.5% promise you wouldn't go back once you got out. Don't you guys think? It's like, no, she's not going to go back. It's getting them out that's the thing. I hope she leaves too. I do. I feel like I know her because, especially on TikTok, my God, the kids are really nuts over her. Well, they apparently someone explained it to me though. They have lived through a few Sea Org guys who have just kind of vanished, and so for them that's a little freaky. I'm kind of used to it because that's happened with various different security guards and stuff like that, where they're there and then they're gone. And I mean, like even what's his name? The guy that I talked to on Easter two Easters ago. And he's actually my friend. I just forgot his name. What is it? He's a security guard. And now he has a beard. John, do you remember his name? Can't remember his name. She's so pretty. I hope she leaves. Okay. Why did that happen to me? That happened to me earlier too with him. No, it's not Ted. No, it's a guy. Here. I'm going to call Drew and see. He'll know. Just a second. Hang on. Odo. Okay. Thank you. I got it. That's it. Odo. Now Drew will call me back. I'll call him back later. Is Mayor Bass a Scientologist? Told you. Hello? I know. I just was trying to get Odo's name and couldn't remember. I'm doing a live video, but someone remembered it. So, okay. Bye. He's like, okay, bye. Anyway, thank you. Cool Jane. You're definitely Cool Jane. Odo, thank you. Yeah, he and Drew and I used to spend at least an hour with him, probably once a week. We would go down there and talk to him. I'd tell him stories. We'd ask him, what's the deal? Why are you staying? And every time we would think, okay, this is it. He's going to leave. And he's still there. But his mother is still there, I found out, as an auditor. Now, his two sisters have left. And Odo, if you happen to hear this, you can leave too. It wouldn't be abandoning your mother. It wouldn't. I don't think so. I don't. I think she's made her choice if she's going to stay. And she would want you to be happy, but she can't say it. Do you see what I mean? She can't say, Odo, go. Just leave. She can't say that because then she'll get in trouble. So if you want to go, go. That's all I'm going to say. That's true for any Sea Org members. I always say, Hubbard used to say, the way out is the way through. And I started in 2000. The way out is the nearest door. Because it is. You think of L. Ron Hubbard, he didn't do the whole road, road to freedom and everything. He didn't. He wanted his money. He got his money and he left. He dropped the body and he left. Hi, Tori. June 15th on LRH Way should be interesting. Yeah. Hi, Charles. I heard that it's June 15th, eh? And we have a, what do you call it? A permit, right? Oh, thank you for my TikTok thing. Love it. Thank you. I know it's kind of weird. The TikTok thing is just blown up. And I'm sure they would appreciate talking to you guys because, it's like they have all kinds of questions and I can only answer so many. So, if you guys want to come over and answer some questions, feel free. But you can always say I was either in or I wasn't. So they know at least, okay, what this person is saying is 100% true. Or even I'll say, like I made a video about the Sea Org and I said, look, I just want you to know I'm not the queen of L. Ron Hubbard. I never really studied him. And, so I can just tell you what I think. But I'm really honest with them because that's just the way I am. And then that way, you're telling the truth. Odo is Sea Org and has been for years. I think his mom joined, and I don't know if he was born in it or not. That I don't know. But he's been in it a long time. He's been in it at least 24 years, at least, because that's how long I've been out. And that's when I met him. I think I met him in 2000. It might have been 2008 because that's when Anonymous showed up. And that's kind of when we started protesting. Well, we were protesting before that, though. We were. Thank you. Charles, what happens on June 15th? All right, I'm going to let Charles tell. I think it's some kind of a protest, right? Charles. I think it's a protest. But anyway, we're going to get together. That I know. Drew and I are going to protest. That's for sure. It's supposed to be all of the Shannon videos on TikTok. Oh, surprised by all the Shannon videos on TikTok. I know they're really, that's what I said. I mean, she's very popular. I mean, very, very popular. And, like the guy today gave her just a little key ring that said Shannon. And she smiled. And everybody on TikTok immediately went, oh my God, look at Shannon. She took that and she smiled. And then my friend was like, is she going to get in trouble? And I said, I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully Scientology isn't that stupid. But yeah, there's a lot of, I haven't even looked. So I just know on my site how much she comes up. It's like constantly, can you get her out? And it's like, I tell them, A, I don't even know Shannon. I don't. And B, even if I could, I can't. Just like Odo, I've spent years talking to Odo. Is he out? No. It's kind of like if they're going to lose their family, they're not going to leave, most of them. So yeah, it is kind of surprising. She's really struck a chord with these younger kids. I mean, big time. But, bless their hearts. I mean, maybe all that attention, maybe she'll come out. She can. The weirdest thing is the quickest way out of Scientology is just to literally open the door and walk out. There's nothing stopping you. You think there is. That's what's stopping you, is what's in your head. But there is nothing that physically will stop you. CFS protesters are taking over LRH Way on June 15th from 11:30 till 10 p.m. Wow, that's a long one. That's big. All right. No one's sane. How many Scientologists in the 1985 Portland March chanting "Not one thing down for one Wallersheim" knew that Judge Swearinger stated that his dog had mysteriously drowned in a swimming pool at the time? Ew, probably not many. I knew most of those people that were there. And I helped get them down to the courthouse because OSA told me that. They said, do you want to know who got 80% of the people down there? And I said, yeah, who? And she said, you. She said, we've interviewed all these people and asked them, how did you even find out about the courthouse? And they'd say, Tori Bazazian. It's me. But that's interesting that none of us knew that about the dog. I didn't know that until after I left. That's the thing. There's a lot of things that are secrets that they have that you don't even find out. I mean, you people know, but people in Scientology, that's why I call it the Scientology Truman Show, because they don't even know at all. And even if you told them, they'd go, oh, that's just something you read on the internet. That's not true. Immediately, without even going, well, let me check and look and do some research. No, they're just like, no, that's not true. You read that on the internet. Anything that's bad news about Scientology, you read it on the internet. That's a bummer, though, because he won. I don't get why if they had something to do with it. Stated that his dog had mysteriously drowned in the swimming pool at the time. I don't get, oh, because he won. That's why. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get it. Because he won. And he won $8 million. Yeah. Hi, the Elk of Antioch. Hail Emperor Xenu, and hail his loyal officer of the 3rd Invader Force, Tori Magoo. There you go. I like that, Elk of Antioch. Where do you live? Can you tell me where you live? What country or what state? You don't have to, but send me a message if you can't tell me. I think you said you were going to send me something else too, and I didn't get it. Yeah, that's a good question. I know I'm saying I doubt if many people, self-included, knew that until I left. I didn't know that. I live 400 miles from Montana. Ooh, wow, you're in a beautiful area. That is so pretty up there. I love that. That's cool. North of Montana. Wow. You are out in the woods. I think that is. Sounds like it. Sounds cool. I've always wanted to have a tree house out in the woods like that. Since I was a little kid, that's what I wanted to have, was a tree house. And I used to live up in the tree a lot. I was a person, and I thought, oh, you're exaggerating, Tori, because I have memories of me climbing up these trees out in front of my house, and I'd sit up there and read or just be up there. And then somebody sent me a video. I think my mom sent me a video of me climbing up a tree. And I swear to God, I look like a monkey. I mean, I'm just like, shh. I'm up the tree and then higher and then higher and then higher. And then I'm up in this real high branch. And then, okay, it's time to come down. Shh. And I just zoomed down. It's amazing. I was like, wow. Amazing. Question. Have you read the Mission Earth books? Hell no. No, my husband did, and he loved the books. He didn't like the movie, but he loved the books. But I'm not a sci-fi person, number one, and I wouldn't read Hubbard's anything, even when I was in. I read his books that I had to read, but I wouldn't read a sci-fi book. I'm trying to remember. I think the Arcabian Confederacy is the 4th or 5th invader force, according to Hubbard, before those books were written. I have no idea. It's way beyond me. John Charles Patrick, notice that Aaron is doing the same thing in Clearwater that Will does here in LA by talking to the C of S counter lady. Looks like they don't shut the doors there like they do here. At least not yet. Yeah. And here, like today, they kept the doors open and Shannon was outside and some guy walked by. It wasn't Will, but some guy walked by and gave her a little keychain, and she took it and she smiled, and all the kids on TikTok were like, wow, Shannon took it and she was smiling. She really kind of become a celebrity on the internet. It's amazing. Think the C of S counter lady in Clearwater is Pat. Oh, okay. I don't know her. But that's interesting. I'm glad they're trying to talk to them. I mean, it's better to talk to them than to just yell at them or, make fun of them or something like that. That's not going to help anybody. But if you talk to them, you never know. Like I do a thing, if we're by the HGB, which is the big executive building, this was right when I got out, and we'd be down there protesting, and the people would show up on a bus, and then they would just run. They would just start running across the street. Like I was just going to, throw some oil on them or something. And I'd go, run inside, quick, quick, quick. There's free speech out here. It's very dangerous, very dangerous. Keep running inside, keep hiding. Because hiding is the bottom of of Hubbard's scale for the no to mystery scale. And the bottom of it is hiding. So, they can't apply their tools at all. But I know them. So I have fun with them. Yeah, Pat. Well, we'll see what happens. It's better than yelling at him, that's for sure. I don't think Aaron has really yelled at him, but he had that statue out with Tom Cruise and honk if you think it's a cult and stuff like that. That's pretty effective. We did that here. I started that years ago, and everybody would honk. I mean, everybody. Their mailmen would drop off the mail, and as they're driving away, they'd be honking their horns. UPS honking their horns, FedEx honking their horns. Tons of people walking by would click their fingers because they couldn't honk. It was really interesting. It was amazing how, and then the police got down on it and said, you can't do it. It's making too much noise. It's like, okay, whatever. I'm not a big, let's fight the police. It's like, they don't want us here. We'll do it as long as we can do it. And then we'll do something else. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one thing Scientology doesn't get. We will always do something else. So it doesn't matter if you stop us from honk. If you think it's a cult, we're going to be somewhere else doing something else. And you're going to go, you know what? We should have left them with the honk if you think it's a cult. It's true. Yeah, she's probably Clearwater's Twyla. I love that movie, that video that Jessica made about Twyla, where she's sweeping and everything, and she's talking about their shoes being too big. I laughed so hard when I heard that. I thought, oh my God. Can't interrupt the worship going on inside the CFS building. The worship of money, that is a good point. It is worship of money. I know I remember, I think it was Tommy Davis said to the guy from the BBC, John Sweeney, and he said, you are interrupting our faith. You are invalidating my faith. And I turned on my webcam and I said, your faith? Your faith in what? What do you guys have faith in? Faith in L. Ron Hubbard, faith in the tech. That isn't faith. You might go along with it or think it's groovy, but it's not faith. It was really interesting for me. Can't interrupt the worship going on. The worship of money. Wow, that is the truth. It really is. And that's kind of one of those things where we all know they don't have trust. They can't be trustworthy. So that's how people eventually realize, wait a minute, these guys lied to me. And then they're out. That's what happens every time. Pause of Andrea. Hi. Hello. Lovely Tori and Chad. Great to catch up with you live. Thank you. Yeah, ditto. Happy Friday night. Is this a long weekend or was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend, right? Yeah, because it was Memorial Day weekend, right? I've been so busy. It's like, oh, you missed my message above about living in a treehouse. Oh, I got to see it. Wait, hang on. Bank. Oh, wait. I lived in Canada's most famous notorious park for 15 years. Wow. I lived in a cabin in the woods, and elk used to sleep outside my window almost every morning. Another slept by my propane tank. Aw, that is so sweet. That was my childhood dream, was exactly what you're saying, to live in a really cool national park in a cabin in the woods. I've always thought that'd be great. I mean, it just seems so great. You've got nature around you and animals, you've got elks. Wow, that's really cool. 15 years. Congratulations to you. And thank you for reminding me that I missed it. God, that would have been a bummer. Thank you for letting me know that. Hi, JB808. Oh my God, you're on a train in Japan. Woohoo! Yay. Congratulations to you. I'm so happy you came and let us know you're in Japan. Is it fabulous? You have to let us know. Is it fabulous or sort of good or not good? Trust us. Chase Bank lets us open credit all day long. At least this is no longer happening. Yeah, true. That's thanks to Granberry. JB808, that is cool. Ah. Shannon was out of uniform and wearing, yeah, that's right, a normal dress in a recent TikTok. That's the one that I saw. I don't know, but she did look definitely different. And I thought maybe because so many people are mentioning her, they're bringing her back as like a regular person. Pause for Andrea. Konnichiwa. I know that konnichiwa. I taught my son Japanese just a little bit when he was little. I'd love to teach English in Japan. That's what my brother did. That's a good idea. They need it. They love it. 6, 5, 7 out of 10 so far. LOL. I just got in last night. Wow. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. It's 6, 5 to 7 out of 10. So that's good. Love it. He's rolling. He just got in. That's good. Thank you for coming by and saying hi to us. I didn't even realize you'd left. Wow. That's exciting. And you're there for 2 weeks? I think you said 2 weeks. Hey, love it. Aloha or Alpha. I'm using ChatGPT and Google Translate for everything. Wow. Once I get hangs of things, I'll love it. That is wonderful. What a great idea. Till 6/11. Okay, so June 11th. Wow. All right. Good. Well, have fun. But konnichiwa can only be used in the morning and not with family or close friends. That I did not know. I just know it's a greeting, konnichiwa. So we'll have to have JB808 figured out. He can ask ChatGPT and let us know. I guess we can ask too. I don't even know how to use ChatGPT. I don't. I'm still new at it. I haven't started in on that. But some of the kids on TikTok said that's how they're finding out about Scientology is ChatGPT. And I'm like, okay, are you hearing their side or our side or a mixture? And they haven't answered yet. I don't know. I'm a foreigner here. That's fair, JB808. Now, are you tired? Are you ready to go to sleep? What's with the crown thing? What crown thing? Maybe this is another one. Dawn had one too. Do you have a crown thing next to your Larry? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, no. What happened there? Oh, that was weird. Did you guys see that? That was weird. The whole thing kind of flashed black. The Elk of Antioch. With chat, GBT, you can turn on the microphone and argue with it verbally. That is strange and not something I would do. Yeah, I'm just seeing the crown thing for the first time. Where is it? Where is the crown thing, JB808? Like in the, think of a clock. Is it 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock? Where is it? Our workplace has offered ChatGPT for employers. Oh, cool. I'm hoping to have ChatGPT to stand in for me on my performance reviews. Wow. Seriously? And this is what kind of performance? No, what kind of performance do you do? I think it's a new YouTube thing. Oh, okay. Michael Andreas. Crown is next to the name in the YouTube chat. If you're looking at StreamYard, you might not see it. Oh, I'm in StreamYard. I just hate going to those reviews rather than just be working. Well, then don't go to them. That's my theory. It's like if you hate doing it, don't do it. Right? Or do you have to? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what you guys are all talking about. I don't know what the crowns are. This is all new for me. ChatGPT. I have no idea. I mean, here's JB808 is over in Japan using ChatGPT. I have no idea. Like on your phone, you're using it on ChatGPT. Like they go, konnichiwa, and you hold up your phone and it says something back. Apparently, they use the experience level thing from gaming for YouTube now. Really? Oh, God, how weird. That is weird. Well, I would have zero. I don't have any experience in gaming. But Yachty would. He was a big gamer. He was the guy who started the whole OSA thing. I mean, he didn't start it. Gavino started it, but Yachty definitely got it going. Pause for Andrea. Trust equals be honest, trustworthy, and dependable. Exactly. That's exactly it. And it's like, if you are, you're trustworthy. And if you're not, I love people who are not trustworthy. They kind of constantly say they're going to do this and they do that. Or they don't show up, that kind of thing. And then they're like, nobody likes me. And it's like, well, oh, wait, I missed something here. Hang on. Much Murdoch. I'm not sure how to say your name. Apparently, they use the experience level thing from gaming. Wow, that's really. I'm not a gamer, so I would be way at the beginning. JB808, I took a picture of the train schedule. Ooh, in Japanese and asked ChatGPT to explain what the hell everything meant. And did they explain it? That's really cool. Wow. Boy, we've come a long way, haven't we? I mean, that's just amazing to me that you can be in another country, ask ChatGPT, and they can explain it. Did that happen? Did it work? Hi, Connie. We're talking about trust. And JB808 is in Japan. So he's using the ChatGPT to get around. Yeah, it's helped a lot. All right, good. Well, that's a good thing to know for people. Really. You'll have to tell us when you get back, how that works. Japanese is notoriously difficult to translate and learn, right? But I guess with ChatGPT, it's probably not. That's fantastic. Google translates to speak to people. And they talk to them with the ChatGPT. Oh God, this is a riot. What a riot. That is so cool that you're there. You're right, love it. Have the best trip. Exactly. Oh, that is fantastic. Have a wonderful time. And tell ChatGPT that I am really happy he's helping you. I am. Just say your friend in America is really happy that ChatGPT is helping you. That is hysterical. And take pictures too. Remember, you got to take pictures. I don't trust today's games to be worth the $100 we spend on them. So I play the free retro games from the 80s. I played with Commodore 64 as a kid. Yeah, I agree with you on that totally. Hello, joining late. Hi, Valerie. Thanks for coming in. JB808 is in Japan. Thanks, Tori. ChatGPT knows who you are, Tori? You're a celebrity? Are you serious? What did they say? How do you know they know me? That's too spooky. They get around. They get around. Well, now they're going to know you too. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, technology has come a long way, a very long way. And this is the first I've ever heard of someone actually using it like JB808 is, and it's just so cool. It takes data. Wait, I missed you. It takes data from online sources like Wikipedia. Oh, okay. William is live in front of the testing center. Okay. On TikTok. Lots of comments asking about Shannon. Oh, Jesus. Hey, everyone. Hi, 49ers for Life. JB808 is in Japan. So we're talking about that. He's using ChatGPT to get around. How cool is that? Pause for Andrea. JB808, are you just starting your trip? Yeah, he's just starting. He just got there tonight, I think he said. What cuties will you visit? How long are you staying? I was lucky enough to visit Japan when I was a teenager. Oh, yeah, that is lucky. That's really good. Cities. Oh, I see. Instead of cuties, it's cities. I gotcha. Hey, Gnome. I'm a gamer. Oh, good. So you're going to have a high rating with ChatGPT. I have PlayStation Plus and stream the games they have there. I have since returned to playing Hollow Knight. I don't know that, but I knew, I forget, I knew some stuff in, I think, the 80s. We had a game here that my son used. Hey, 49ers fan. Pause for Andrea. Yep. JB808 says, just got in last night. It's Saturday, 1:09 p.m. Wow. And a lot of cuties here, but mainly, so I think he means cities, but mainly Osaka, Nara, Kyoto, Heda, Yokohama, and Tokyo. Wow. That is so exciting. That's a lot of cities to visit. It really is, JB808. That's cool. Are you going to take trains, or how do you get around to all those cities? How fun. That is wonderful. Can you remember the name of the game that your son played? I'll see if I got hold of it. It's one of those early, it was the one where it was like, you're chasing the thing around and then you die, that kind of thing. It's an early game. JB808, awesome. Have fun. Yeah. Many cities, so little time. Yeah, really. Yeah, that's it. Pac-Man. That was it. That's it. That was it. And then go, and he'd go, oh, I died. And I got so sick of hearing about him dying, I said, all right, that's it. We're throwing it out. JB808, yeah, Japan has an excellent mass transit system. I'll be mainly taking trains. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've heard that. And that's wonderful. That's a great way to go because you get to see all the scenery and everything. And it's just delightful. You're going to have a great time. Oh, I'm so excited for you. That is great. Well, please keep coming in and checking in with us and let us know what's new and where you are. All right, you rascals. Well, you are welcome, JB808. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. I do. It's really, you're a special, special person. And you deserve a really wonderful trip. So I'm glad you're there. It's going to be cool all over Japan. Oh, now you made me want to go. I've always wanted to go, but I didn't really have it on my bucket list, but now I do. I'm going to have to write down those cities that you said you saw. All right, good. Liz, Gail, hi, you. How are you? Thank you for coming on. Our friend JB808 is in Japan. So he's just telling us about, he's in Japan and he's using ChatGPT to talk to the people and Google. What is the other one? Google Play, I think you said. Japan has an amazing, comfortable night buses. Ooh. I bus everywhere. It's great for enhancing my immune system through exposure of lots of coughing computers. Did you mean coughing computers? It says coughing computers on mine. Connie says, Tori, your son can go live stream from there and write it off as a business expense? He can? He can go where? Where could he go? I mean, go to Japan? So exciting to see Japan. Have fun. I've been listening. Oh, you've been listening for a while. Okay, good. Even Vietnam has better mass transit than the U.S. China and Japan are next level. Chicago's good too. They have good rapid transit. Go to Japan. Yeah. We should all go. We should go on a trip. We planned it ahead of time. But don't listen to me for tax advice. We won't. Too funny. Well, Liz Gale, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming by. And JB808, have a wonderful day tomorrow. Mitch Brisker, hi. The world's oldest gamer. All right, here. Just stop by to say hello. Well, thank you for coming by. Yeah, it's one of our friends, JB808, is in Japan. He just got there last night. I spent some time working in Japan. Oh, not for Scientology. Yay. So you got to see it. Liz, Gail. I'd love a trip. Hi, Mitch. Sure. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, I think we should all gang up and go to Japan. A bunch of goofy. Even Vietnam, yeah, has better rapid transit than the U.S. China and Japan are next. Wow, amazing, kind of amazing, and amazing that we're here. I'm in Burbank, talking to JB808, who was in Hawaii and is now in Japan, and is using Chat GPT to translate Japanese. I love that story. I really do. I think it's fantastic. I want to get a tattoo done in Japan with their traditional technique. Yeah, that would be nice. Now you have to go to Japan to get it. There you go. They could probably do it here, but it'd be more fun to do it there. Apparently, Japan's economy is tanking. It's the biggest creditor for other nations, so they could bring us all down. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Well, things have got to turn around. We know. Well, on that happy, cheery note, JB808, you have a fantastic day tomorrow. And if we don't see you, I'm not going to be on. Let's see, what is today? Friday. So Sunday, I'll be on, right? Yeah. I might be on Saturday. You never know. Depends on what happens. But anyway, Mitch, just so you know, there's a protest on June 15th on Elridge Way where they have a permit and everything. So plan on coming to that. And anybody else who lives around here. Liz, you should fly in again. It'd be so fun. That was so fun when you came to the one with Aaron. I know it's easy to say, not so easy to do, but I will. I will have a good night. And you too. I will have an especially good night knowing all of your stuff. It makes me very happy. So you have a wonderful night. Saturday afternoon in Japan. Ooh, that's right. That's right. He's in Saturday already. Good thinking. All right. Good night, all you munchkins. Have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully I'll see you Sunday night. I want to, but the weekend I have planned. Oh, and it's Father's Day, so no, you can't. Yeah, I understand. Night, all. Okay, good night. I love you guys. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. All right. And thank you, Lovett and Sophie, for being my moderators and taking care of us. It really means a lot to me. All right. Goodbye. Here's my purple nails. Remember, keep purple in your heart. It'll keep you happy. All right. Bye, Joe. Bye, Liz. Bye, Connie. Bye, everyone. Oh, wait, that's right. I can't do that. I did this the wrong way before. All right. Good night.